when I say the word man code, what's the first thing that comes into your guys' mind?
Girls.
What? Girls?
Girls, yeah.
You talking about man code and you talking about girls?
It's not the girl code, yeah, it's the man code.
My first man code is this. Basically, if you got a tight friend, someone that you consider real close to you, you know, it's almost family, but they're just not blood related, and they had a girlfriend and someone they would call wifey, in my head, that's a no-go for the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying?
It depends what that person's like. Because I don't fuck with the boys that they fall in love every 5 minutes. If that's the case, boys that fall in love every 5 minutes.
I hate that.
Say if you've been going out for that girl for a couple of months, does that still come into it?
I'm fucking your girl. Lucky I'm in a relationship now. Otherwise I'd do that.
It depends. It depends on what the dude says. If your boy says, look, yeah, no, I was with her for 3 months, but I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
Then
that's different.
On them, innit? But you know what I have an issue with? I have an issue with when if you say you like a girl and someone you know has had some kind of dealings with her, it doesn't have to be a wife or whatever, but had some kind of dealings with her and tells you, no, it's fine, there's nothing, go through.
I think it's just about communicating with the people that you're around so they know where your boundaries are and what you think is acceptable and what isn't acceptable. But I think it becomes distrusting if the communication lacks. Like if I tell you that I don't want you near a certain girl because I've had, you know, a past with her, you need to respect that. But in the same way, if I tell you that it's alright, and then you go and do what you need to do and then I get angry about it, then that's my fault for not communicating properly.
Isn't there like an unspoken rule about like peeing next to each other? You know, when you go to the bathroom, like you've got to leave like one space, like basin between.
No, the rule is just to look straight ahead and don't make it.
I always go to the fucking toilet, you gotta sit down and pull the flap anyway. There's that whole Uranus shit. Unless it's like packed out and there's no else to go. Yeah, my first choice is always the fucking toilet when you go and take a shit anyway.
The problem is, and that shit splashes as well, the urinal splashes.
Shit splashes.
Fucking around. Urinal to piss.
Basically, wait. You call a poet at a weird moment. Like literally 5 minutes ago, we got a phone call, and obviously his mood has just switched.
He doesn't like people.
In case you're wondering why poet's a bit similar.
I just hate people. Shit. I can't stand people. I don't know why you say you can do something if you can't do it. Just fuck off. Just don't say you can do it. Fucking dickheads, man.
Yeah, I have no idea what he's actually talking about, but hey, he's talking about
part of the man code as well. Don't say you can do shit if you can't do it.
Real talk, that should be part of the man code. Why are you gonna say you can do something and then I'm sitting here, minding my own business, and I'm getting phone calls, oh my name's not down on the list. But my friend said he could put it on the list. So why the fuck am I getting phone calls and I've got another one?
Another man code. Don't fucking cock block. If you're feeling a chick, and she might not be onto you, or your pursuit might be taking a bit more effort than you realise, but some other dude, minimal effort,
is anybody
and back the chick, don't fucking hate. Just fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Just suck it up.
I'm gonna text the number. I'm gonna text.
Move on. Fuck all that hating shit, trying to block shit from happening, yada. So that's another one.
Amen to that one.
What's the most important like rule in the man code then?
Oh, I'm in a better mood now. It's all good.
It's back in the game.
What's the important rule?
What's the most important?
I don't know if there's
I feel like the girl ones, I feel like that's a strong priority.
Yeah.
The fact about you can't move to another man's girl, especially if it's for a long-term relationship.
You don't move to your brethren's girl, you just don't do it, it's just not right. Even if you have broken up, I feel that's mad awkward.
I do not give a flying monkeys having a wank on Jupiter. If you want to have sex with my ex-girlfriend and it's been a day and we were together for 3 years, I know you're thinking to yourself, oh, you're just saying that it will hurt you. It probably will hurt me. I probably might cry. But in the long term, in the bigger scheme of things, it don't mean anything to me. I just don't care, man. I just be like, do your dear, man. Like, I'll probably still talk to the guys, but like, girls come and go, man. My mates should be there forever, do you know what I'm saying? If that's the girl he wants to be with, I broke up with her, he's probably gonna find out she's a, you know, a slag anyway, and break up with her as well, and I just don't care, man. I probably just don't care.
For me, my personal take on things, it would never happen, it should never happen. #1 rule in the man code book whenever it gets published.
That's
do you know so mad? My whole perspective on if I break up with a girl, it doesn't even matter if it emotionally affects me. Anyone can do what they want. I really don't care.
If you're finished with her, you give.
If I'm done with her, the moment I say I'm done with that girl anymore, it could have been 3 years, it could have been 3 minutes. Honestly, I just feel like you gotta be a man.
I just feel like you gotta be a man.
If it was only 3 minutes, you need to give her the respect of allowing anybody else in the world.
Yeah.
Even if that was your boy for say 16 years.
Yeah, but most of the time the girl wouldn't want to do that anyway.
I don't really feel like See, yes, whatever happened yesterday happened yesterday. I know it's proper harsh way of looking at things, but if I dwell on every, because I'm if I'm like 70 years old, if I have that, I don't know, aspect or relationship towards every single situation or that perspective, sorry, fuck knows how I'm gonna be like.
I'll be totally honest. My lot of dirtbags, bro. My lot of dirtbags. I don't want nothing to do with anything they've been through.
But you know what?
I'm only joking, fellas. I'm only joking. No,
I'm actually
Actually, no, I'm not in the scenario. I'm actually people there for me.
People's emotions get better.
Me, and I'm gonna come afterwards.
It's almost like
and their names are down the list.
You've had a girl for like 6 years. You're done with her, and you're like, yeah.
I'm not in the queue.
I'm not bringing her around to this.
For me,
you know what I'm saying? It's like, yo,
let me be honest.
we're waiting and then they go talking about.
I've had like 1 or 2 exes where like proper exes live together, all the rest of it. Anybody I know that goes anywhere near them, we have a major problem in it. And I have no problem saying it. I have an issue with people who pretend it's alright and then have a problem. No, say if it's a problem. Say, listen, you know what? That's out of bounds. I had whatever feelings for. I'll say right. Anyone goes near certain.
Because you know too much, right? You know how your boys move, right?
Yeah,
so to have that.
That's the other thing. I know what my
That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm just like, there's too many girls in this world. There's just like too many fish in the sea for you to think, let me just immediately pay attention to that one. I know you might think that your world is small because you might only know a handful of people, yada yada yada, but the world is a big place. You don't need to be stepping on toes, like, to put it in such a term, for something so minor where they're in abundance.
It's like having sex with each other. Because if you bang a girl...
What?
No, it's like if like you have sex with a girl and then your friend has sex with a girl, it's like...
No.
As long as we don't love her, it's cool.
I find it like, that's how I think.
As long as we don't love her,
that doesn't make sense. That means bare man have had sex with bare man.
Yeah.
That means I've had sex with every dude that's ever had sex with
but
every
if
girl.
you're entering the same vagina... I think it's like an unspoken rule. I don't think there's actually like man codes, like it's not written in like a book or anything, like there's no Bible about it. But I think it's like unspoken rules and the kind of like, it's like the girl code. Like, no one, you don't really know what it is, but it's like you don't have to say it, it's just there, like it's boundaries and certain things you should and shouldn't do, I guess. But yeah, I think it's important that everyone knows their position, but it might be a bit awkward actually if you like told your friend, oh, you can't move to my girl, like stuff like that. I don't know, it's a bit weird to think about it.
I'm gonna assume that we're all good enough to make the decision that if we're going to sleep with a girl, she's probably clean enough to have washed.
That's what I was going to say, but what about if she has like an STI, she's catched it off another man, you're going to get it, so it's like, well, like you're sharing.
Your philosophy is rubbish, that's the thing. But I do understand where everyone's coming from. You shouldn't really get with a girl that your close brethren has been with or whatever, like you have feelings for her. But me personally, I don't give a shit.
You know, I'm with
there's paedophiles, there's fucking world poverty. People I used to be with. There's a kind of bit more important things actually happening. Ken Barlow's a paedophile, Rob Harris is a paedophile, Jimmy Savile was a paedophile, he's dead now.
Do you think they were with the same?
What else?
I'm joking.
That's out of order, that.
I'll tell you another fucking code that kind of pisses me off when I see other people do it. I mean, one time I was in Brixton, and I remember seeing one guy at the traffic light. So 2 cars are parallel to each other. And these, you know when man's on the shady manoeuvres, you could just tell that dude's on shady manoeuvres. These 2 guys are just abruptly stopping everywhere, so they stop beside this other car. And this guy's with his chick, and the dude's just like, whine on the window. And they're like, what are you talking about? And he's like, who's your girl,
That's rude.
Trying to hold out his chick. I'm like, right, that's the point where I'm like, I don't even know both of these motherfuckers, but that's a situation where I'm gonna step in and be like, dude, don't be a fucking prick.
Let me say this to the world right now. If I'm with a girl and 3 or 4 men whatever approach me and they try and do something to me, I'm not stupid in it. I know what my capabilities are, and I know if I try and fight, I'm gonna get fucked up, and then they can do what I want with my girl. So you know what? I'm gonna swallow my pride and I'm gonna walk off. But I am gonna find every single one of you, and I'm gonna scar you for the rest of your life. Ever put me in that position? I will make it my fucking life's priority to find you and fuck you up.
I've got more important things to do in my life. But it happened to me the other day. Someone wanted to try and confront me and beat me up in front of my girl or whatever. To be totally honest, I don't really give a shit. If you beat me up, I'm not particularly big. I don't know what point you're trying to prove, but individuals with that type of mindset, like you're really small pricks. Like you need to understand that life in the world is a lot bigger place. Like there's no point if you're going around talking to people who seem to be in a happy relationship.
Yeah, man.
If that is your perspective on life, if you feel like you get kicks out of doing that, you need to look at a long, hard look in the mirror and think about
People
yourself.
I wish I was still there. I wish I was still there the other day.
Isn't it like there's 3 women to every 1 man? So my whole thing is, if you can't get a female that's available, you need to try and make another man feel little in order for you to get a female.
No, but they don't get a female.
Like you've got insecurities that you need to start.
The bottom line is, bruv, I see it all the time, and it's like, it's 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm walking with a girl, I'm gonna go home and have sex with her, you're walking with 3 dudes, it's 3 o'clock in the morning, you're gonna go home and smoke weed with your boys and get pissed off that you didn't get laid and then go and wank over Pornhub, suck your mum.
It's such a blatant hating scenario. There's nothing that can be justified from another man walking with his chick and a bunch of other guys want to interrupt that to try and build much of
What do you think is going to happen?
I've never experienced that.
You haven't experienced that?
I've never experienced that. With my boyfriend and then guys come by.
If you're with your boyfriend and a man comes up to you and tries to move to you, are you ever, no matter, even if you think the guy's really attractive, are you ever going to be like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, I'm going to get rid of this guy and just roll with you? Like, when does that ever happen? Like,
and most importantly, most of the guys that do it always seem to be missing out so many words within the sentence. But like, what are you saying, Joe? Like,
but you know what?
Go to school, educate yourself for one. Try and get the necessary grades, and so you can go into further education, get a good job, and then go and find a decent female. And
stop doing that weird chin stroking, swaying shit when you try and talk.
What's all this?
People really do that.
Have you seen that?
Really do that shit?
No, it's this. It's
people really do that?
Yeah, so you fucking.
In real life, are people really chubs?
No, I swear, all my life I was out the front of the marketplace. A good friend of mine was getting moved to by a guy. The guy's doing this. Yo. You fucking mug. I guarantee you, if I asked the dude, he couldn't tell me if a vagina goes this way or this way.
It's so mad that these guys think that by confronting me and trying to make a mockery of me, it will make your chances in life any better on getting females. Do you not understand the people that witnessed that was about 10 maximum? There's 60 million people living in fucking England, so you really tell every person that you see, like, am I really that important? I honestly kind of believe that you don't really, there's nothing going on in your life that actually made your year. It happened to me the other day. Like, if you see me again, you're probably going to get angry. If you watch this, you want to beat me up, you can. Because I'll go to hospital, come out, and my perspective of you being an idiot will not change. If anything, it will grow. I don't care. My hair's going to grow. I think you're a prick.
Alright, so we've been talking about the man code. Obviously, there's a girl in the room. What do you think about the girl code, if there was one? Do you think it's the same, similar to what the man code is?
Yeah, I'd say it's pretty similar to the man code. But I think also... Pardon?
Yeah, girls are bad.
But I think it's a lot stricter in the same sense as well. Like, some of the things you guys said, there's a bit of like loopholes in it, but like some things that girls do, I wouldn't tolerate it, to be honest.
Such as?
What other man code is there? I'm thinking.
One thing that really pisses me off is like, if your boyfriend's at a club or whatever, and your friend's there, and she's like, oh yeah, like I saw your boyfriend doing this and that, but why do you feel the need to tell me that? Like, I don't believe you.
I don't believe you anyway. Want to see their friends downfall, but they'll never ever admit it. They'll be in a happy relationship and be like, boy, I want to trust him.
Most girls.
That happens to me as well. Girls want to trust me everything I do. I don't understand why.
One more code.
What the fuck are you doing? Why don't you bend over and go and get some dick? Leave me alone. Why do you care?
One more part of the man code. One more part of the man code. If you follow my girl on Instagram, and you know me and you're a friend of mine, just be careful which photos you like.
Oh yeah.
I don't fucking
I've got an Instagram code. I don't like my friends, girlfriends' pics. I don't like fucking babies' pics because that made me feel like a pedophile.
It's different. No, it's different. It's different. Alright, let's put it. You know what?
Would you be okay with your friends having a girlfriend?
Let's put them together, and that will give you a scenario where you're allowed to do it. If you see your friend's girlfriend and you know her, and she's taking a picture with her new nephew, you're allowed to like that kind of pic. Yeah? You're allowed to like that kind of pic, innit? You can like that pic, yeah. If she's there with her girls dressed up in a club, if she's there with her girls dressed up in a club in a short skirt, looking nice. And my best friend's like, no.
But that's the question. My whole thing is, why is your girl putting pictures like that?
That's what I was gonna say.
My girl was having pictures. A man didn't like it. I've got a problem with my girl.
So you're saying your girl can't put up pictures of her going out with her friends on a night out looking nice?
Yeah,
so therefore my friends can like it.
Just so you know, the pictures that happen, the pictures that seem that I've liked of your girl on my Instagram, by the way, it wasn't me.
I sleep with her. We go restaurant. We go to
Listen.
Why do I care? Life is so much bigger. Why do I care? That you like my girlfriend's
You're right.
If I take an inch long, do you think I give a shit? Fuck, man. Just know it.
I have to put it out there. It wasn't me.
I like it.
No, I'm saying it wasn't
I know
me.
you like him. You might as well just talk to me like him.
Yeah,
But in your head you're thinking I like this, but I can't say. Right?
No. All I'm saying is that whenever, I just don't want to feel. Look, if my brethren's girl's hot, she's hot in it. I don't want to arouse any sort of stimuli that kind of gives me.
I only say my emotions for things that are going to drive me forward. I'm not going to get emotionally attached or upset or anything and be like, oh my god, Steve liked the picture. Oh, do you know what you do? I don't care. I just don't care.
He's right. He's fucking right.
Like the picture.
He's fucking right. But I just want to take care of myself anyway. Just so you know.
No, she really don't care. I'll be honest. She don't care.
Just so you know.
Wait, hold on. Sorry, camera. Tief's not wearing a hat.
Take
on that note.